What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the best free 99 overall fan appreciation champions to add to your MUT 25 squad. So let's go ahead and jump right on into the video. Today was part 2 of this promo, which means we got more 99 overall players to choose from, and you can trade in your 7 fan appreciation tokens and redeem them for any 99 overall champion. We're giving you an update. This is going to include players from part 1 and some of the new cards that came out from part 2. Not only are we going to go over the best players to pick with those free fantasy packs, but also the best ability stacks to use on them. So to get these tokens, I think most of you know this by now, but let me quickly go over it. The majority of the tokens that you're going to get are going to be in the field pass, not only in the reward path, but mostly from the objective tab under daily tracker. You need to make sure you're getting your daily objectives done early on over this first week here. If you missed a couple days, it's not the end of the world, but if you miss the entire week, you know, you're going to be playing catch up and might miss out on some free content. Basically, every day that you do your daily, you're going to get a token all the way up to day number 7. After that, it alternates every other day, so day 9, 11, 13, 15, and so forth, you'll get an additional token. 7 tokens will equal 1 free 99 overall player, and you're going to be able to earn over 21 of these tokens, which means essentially you can get 3 free 99s. Also, we're into week number 7 now of Gridiron Showdown, and if you are able to go 6-0 in this event the first time around, you do get a Gridiron Showdown token. Now, that token can be used for a handful of different things, but you can trade it in for any 99 overall fan appreciation champion of your choice. So yet another way to earn free 99s from this program. Before we go over the players, one other thing I want to cover in case you are unaware. Today we got a welcome pack 99 overall cornerback, Hendris. Now, this card is extremely good, especially for a free item that literally requires you to log into the game, open up the welcome pack, and put him in your lineup. But a week from today, this card is going to get downgraded to a 94 OVR. Last week, when part 1 of the program came out, the welcome pack player was a quarterback Derrick Henry. That card, because it's a week old, got downgraded to a 94, and I don't think this one is worth the tokens, but it's worth mentioning that if you do want to re-upgrade him to a 99, you can use fan appreciation tokens to do so. With that being said, we do know that Hendris, a week from today, is going to get downgraded from this 99 OVR down to a 94. This card would be one of those cards that's worth using those tokens on, because I think he's that good and worth keeping for the rest of the year. So you can still earn more tokens. Like I said, you can get well over 21 of these tokens. If you want this to be the second or even the third player to upgrade next week when he gets downgraded, it could be a good use of tokens. We'll mention it again or bring it up next week when he gets downgraded. Once you get your 7 tokens, head on over to item sets, use the program filter fan appreciation, and if you look towards the bottom left, you're going to see the token exchange fantasy pack. These tokens were auctionable prior to today, so you could also sell them and make a really good amount of coin. Now you can't. They are B&D, so you pretty much have to use them. You put them into this set. Again, it's repeatable up to 3 times. You can earn over 21 tokens. You can get 3 free 99s from this. You put them in there, you're going to get a fantasy pack that contains all of the part 1 and part 2 players. We're going to break down all of the best of them from both releases, and next Thursday when part 3 comes out, we'll do one final update factoring in all 3 parts and the best players and ability stacks to use. One other thing you can do with those tokens is complete the Cornucopia set, where you have a chance at 99 overall Saquon Barkley. To me, that set is just simply not worth it. If you do the set, open the pack, and happen to get Saquon, you can definitely make some good coin off of it, but the chances are very slim. And at running back, honestly, I think this Lamar Jackson card is just as good as the Saquon Barkley LTD. He gives you 99 speed, agility, change of direction, his carry, catching, break tackle, and trucking at 97, and acceleration at 98. You can have him in the same lineup with fullback Lamar Jackson and quarterback Lamar Jackson, so that's not a big concern there. He does have Jukebox baked on for 0 AP, and with all of these cards, with the recommended ability stacks, we're going to go from right to left, meaning if you go into the upgrade path and go furthest to the right, I'm going to read off the recommended ability stack from right to left if you're following and want to copy the exact setup. So this card comes with Jukebox baked on for 0 AP. Bucket furthest to the right, you can go Grab and Go, which is going to be 0 AP. To the left of that is Backyard Halfback, also for 0 AP. Probably not necessary for a lot of you because you get those extra hot routes with either Hot Route Master, Master Tactician, or Backyard QB, but there's no other good options in that bucket, so you might as well equip it. To the left of that, you're going to go Angry Runs for 1 AP. I do think it's worth the 1 AP. To the left of that, in that second passive X Factor bucket, you got Truz for 0 AP. To the left of that, Tank for 0, then Bruiser for 0, Human Joystick for 0, and finally Spin Cycle for 0. He does have Evasive for 0, which is Spin Cycle and Jukebox together, but because Jukebox is baked on, you're not going to need Evasive on this card. Option number 2, and this is not in any order, I'm just going through the best cards, and we got 6 of them to spoil it for you a little bit, but option number 2 is going to be Justin Jefferson. There's 3 wide receivers to choose from: Tyler Lockett, Michael Crabtree, and now Justin Jefferson. I do think Jefferson is the best card, not only because of the attributes, but he just gets the best ability stack. He's got 99s everywhere where it's important, and then he gives you Human Joystick baked on for 0 AP. Going from right to left in his upgrade path, you got Deep and Elite for 0, Route Tech for 0. That's huge there because you don't find that on too many players for 0 AP. To the left of Route Tech in the first passive X Factor bucket, Double Me for 0 AP. To the left of that, I'll leave this one up to you. You can either go Angry Runs for 1 AP. I think it's worth it just because of the broken tackles. If you can't afford the 1 AP, you can go Yak 'em Up, which is like a great value version of Angry Runs, but it doesn't cost you the 1 AP. And if you're more concerned about getting Avalanche hit sticked and fumbling versus you breaking tackles, then you can go Truz over those other 2 options for 0 AP. To the left of that, you get Deep Out Elite for 0, then Evasive for 0, then Mid Elite for 0, and finally Run Off Elite for 0. If you don't want to choose Run Off Elite and pick something else in that bucket, you certainly can. But outside of the golden ticket wide receivers out there, this is a really, really good card. The only knock is that he doesn't get tanked, but because he gets Angry Runs for 1 AP, that'll do just fine. The most underrated card in this video, and I think in this entire program, is going to be tight end Evan Ingram. I really like this card on paper. I haven't had a chance to use him just yet. The downside to him at this position also is that a lot of you probably have that Season 8 Sam Laporta, which would be considered a better card in my opinion. But you got 6'3" Evan Ingram, 98 speed, 98 catching, short route running 97, mid 95. His run block and strength are terrible, but he has abilities and X factors that can make up for that. He is going to give you Bulldozer baked on for 0 AP, and his bucket furthest to the right, you're going to leave that one alone. There's nothing in there that's worth the ability points. To the left of that, he does get Route Technician for 0 AP. We just mentioned how rare that is with the Justin Jefferson card. Well, Ingram gets it as well. To the left of that, you're going to get Vanguard for 0. Again, that's going to help with the run blocking, despite him having poor attributes. To the left of that, in that second passive X Factor bucket, same situation with Justin Jefferson. Angry Runs for 1 AP if you don't mind spending it. I think it's worth it. If you can't afford the 1 AP, go Yak 'em Up. And if you're worried about fumbles, then just go Truz there. To the left of that, you're going to get Tank for 0 AP, then Evasive for 0 AP, then Mid Elite for 0, and finally Honorary Lineman for 0 AP. So he's going to break a lot of tackles. He's going to give you the run blocking because of Honorary Lineman and Vanguard, and he's a really good route runner, and he's got enough height and speed at the tight end position. Very good card. The remaining 3 cards going to be on the defensive side of the ball. Another underrated one is going to be Mean Joe Green. If you specifically need a defensive tackle, this should be one of your 2 choices at this point here. 93 speed, 99 acceleration, strength tackle, block shed, and power move, along with a 96 finesse move. He does give you Secure Tackler baked down for 0 AP. That one's going to be replaced by another ability, and in his upgrade path, going from right to left, you got Double or Nothing for 0, then Inside Stuff for 0. To the left of that, Relentless for 0. I'm a big fan of this ability, especially when it's combined with Unstoppable Force and Double or Nothing. And luckily, to the left of that Relentless bucket, you have your second passive X Factor bucket where you can put Unstoppable Force, or if you prefer Colossus over that, you can spend the 1 AP on Colossus. I like Unstoppable Force better. You can also go Colossus and Unstoppable Force. Not my favorite 2 abilities to combine, but if it works for you, go ahead and do it. To the left of your 2 passive X Factor buckets, you can then get Tackle Supreme for 0. That is an upgraded version of Secure Tackler, and you do get Secure Tackler baked on the card there, but I still think Tackle Supreme is worth it for the 0 AP in this bucket. To the left of that, you then have Enforcer Supreme, Tip Drill, which is good for D-line interceptions, and finally, furthest from right to left, Reach Elite. The final two recommended cards are going to be both safeties. That means Marshawn Lattimore gets knocked off of the list that he made last week. And at free safety, we have a newcomer here in Ronnie Lott, 6 foot tall, 98 speed, 96 man, 99 zone, 99 hit power, 97 play rec, pursue, and tackle. And he gives you deflator baked on as his ability from right to left in his ability upgrade path. You're going to go enforcer for 0 AP, then chuck out for 0 AP. Not really needed, but it's there for 0 AP and the best option, so you might as well equip it. But most of you are not going to be putting your safeties in any type of man coverage. If you do, well, then you got chuck out for 0 AP. To the left of that, no brainer with the next two ability buckets, universal coverage, and then avalanche. That's what makes safety so good in this game from the Theme Team Surge program and this program, because they get avalanche and universal coverage, unlike the cornerbacks. To the left of that bucket, you got tackle supreme for 0, then acrobat for 0. If you want to choose something else there instead of acrobat, you certainly can. To the left of that, you got extra pop for 0 AP, and then finally pick artist, which is 100% needed for 0 AP. So that's going to be at free safety. The best strong safety is going to be Isaiah Simmons, in my opinion. We did get a brand new Pat Tillman that dropped today, but Isaiah Simmons, even though he's -1 in speed, he's 6'4", and I think he's worth it even at 98 speed. He also gives you 99 man coverage, 99 zone, 99 hit power, 98 acceleration, 96 tackle. I picked this card up on my No Money Spent account and my main account. He's been really good on both teams there. And the bucket furthest to the right, this is not normally something I would recommend, but because there's so many cards with 0 AP abilities, I am going to recommend spending the 1 AP on pick artist on this card. That frees up other buckets that you can add on better abilities. So pick artist for 1. To the left of that, mid-zone KO for 0. Not necessary because you're going to put universal coverage on him in the next bucket over, but mid-zone KO right there is the best option, even though it's not needed. So mid-zone KO, then universal coverage. To the left of that, avalanche. We just talked about that combination with Ronnie Lott. To the left of that, you then have tackle supreme, then enforcer supreme, then extra pop, and finally out my way. Out my way is a great counter, or at least one of the counters, that and reinforcement to all of the vanguards that you're facing on the offensive side of the ball. And without spending that 1 AP on pick artists, you can't really get out my way on this card. So that's why I recommend that route on that ability stack on Isaiah Simmons. He's a good card up top in coverage, but he can also be a sub linebacker and user him. If you run loop blitzes, he can be a good looper. He's just a really overall a good card. And again, if you have multiple tokens, you can choose 2 of the 6 players that I just mentioned right now, or you can save some of them for next week in week 3 to either upgrade the Ted Hendricks or wait and see what new players we get as well. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.